Good morning, everyone. I just want to say thank you for returning to my channel. If you're new, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this video. We're going to be making some sourdough pancakes, so just come right along with me and I'll show you how we do it. It's time to make some breakfast. So the night before, so with sourdough, if you want to have the fermentation benefits and all of that, you need to start some kind of a batter the night before. So it's usually your liquid, your flour, and your starter. You do that the night before with a little bit of, this recipe calls for honey, just some kind of sweetener to kind of let it feed off of, just kind of like your, just kind of like you would do with a yeast. It needs that to feed off of. So the night before I did, I'll link this recipe for you. It's a really good one. It's my favorite one. But it's 2 cups of almond milk, 2 cups of white whole wheat flour, and then 1 cup of sourdough starter, and then 2 tablespoons of honey. That's what I did last night. So it sat all night. You can see it's good and jiggly and bubbly. And so this morning it says that we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt. And what we do, guys, you add the baking soda last. Before we do that, though, I'm going to make a delicious berry sauce to go over my pancakes. So that just starts with my mixed berries that I have here. I need to use these up anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse these and see what's ice and what's actual berries here, because they've been in my freezer for a little bit. I don't know if this is considered a berry sauce, a berry compote, but it is so good, guys. Just gonna leave a little bit of the liquid, and we're just gonna boil this on our stove. I am gonna add a splash of my fresh lemon juice just to give it some good flavor. And then once it gets to a boil, we will go ahead and start sweetening it up. I do not thicken it. You can. I have xanthan gum, and you could easily use that to thicken it, but I'm not probably going to do that. I don't really mind. So back to our pancakes here. So, you know, I've got my little cookbook here with my favorite recipes. These are not my recipes that I've made. These are just recipes that I love. So it says a teaspoon of salt. And then it says 2 egg whites. Have you guys seen the price of eggs lately? Oh my goodness. I'm contemplating getting chickens. I've never said that in my life, but oh my goodness, $4 for a dozen. Let me know how much it is where you're at. But $4 for a dozen is ridiculous in my book. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no way that egg costs that much. My opinion, but so I gotta spread, separate my egg whites from my yolks. So set this to the side and get out a fork. I'm gonna kind of mix that up. And it says 3 teaspoons of vanilla. This does not make 1 or 2 pancakes, guys. This makes a whole batch, and they reheat very well. They freeze really well. So definitely make the whole batch, and then just have them in your freezer ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna pour that in there. I'm gonna mix that around a little bit with my handy dandy dough whisk here. And then the magic, you will see what happens. Let me go ahead and get my stove preheating a little bit so that my skillet is ready to go. Got quite the mess going on here, but you know when you're cooking, you're making a mess. So we're gonna get this mixed together, and then the magic happens when you add the baking soda. Something about the pH balance and all of that sciencey stuff I don't understand, but it definitely will fizz up. I want to make sure that my skillet is nice and preheated. It looks like our stuff is starting to boil, so we're gonna just let that keep going. We're gonna simmer that for a little bit. We want all those berries to pop open, and then we're going to, I don't know if we're gonna use our immersion blender or what we're gonna do, but if you have not had sourdough pancakes, you are missing out, my friend. Okay, so then it says 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So here we go. We're going to, there we go. Sometimes forget that I think of myself ahead of time. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in my hand because I'm thinking that it's probably gonna be clumpy. So we're gonna just spread that all over. And once we mix this in, you'll see exactly what starts to happen here. Okay, you ready? If you kind of see it, but it's definitely getting a lot more airy. My baking soda might be getting a little flat, but if you can kind of see, it's a lot more airy than it was, and that's exactly what you want. Sometimes it bubbles up and absolutely goes crazy. It's not looking like it's gonna do that right now, and that's okay. Hopefully my pancakes are still really good. So you can see it's very jiggly, and that's what you want. And we're just gonna make some pancakes, guys. They're going to be so good. I've not had these pancakes in a long time. So we're just gonna set this right here. Just like with any pancake you make. Just gonna take about a 1/4 cup. Just spread it out. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. It's definitely simmering away. If you guys do not make your own berry sauce or any of that, highly recommend it. We're gonna let it thicken up and drizzle that over our pancakes, and oh my goodness, it is so delicious. Maybe I can start to smell those delicious berries. Oh, I'm so excited. I have not had this in forever. Actually, blueberry. I don't know if you sauce, compote. You have to let me know the difference, guys. But blueberry is actually our favorite. I make it for my whole family, and they have their pancakes, and the delicious blueberry sauce on top of it is so good. It's starting to set around my edges, guys, but it's not quite ready yet. Do not rush this process. I'm a little hungry this morning, so this will not be my full breakfast. I will have my protein kefir smoothie right alongside it like I normally do. Now this is a whole wheat pancake, guys, and so you have to know that, you know, it's not going to taste like a white fluffy pancake, but it is really good. And the sourdough flavor just adds so much more to it. There we go, guys. That one's ready to flip. Look at that beautiful color. If you guys need a hobby, sourdough is it. I just absolutely love baking bread. I love making waffles and pancakes and English muffins and all of the things. Sourdough is just so fun, and it's what our ancestors used to do, and it is just, I absolutely love it. I'd open my own bakery if I could. And it's not going to take long once we get to that point, because as you know, it's pretty much almost cooked. So I got my plate ready here. All we're gonna do is just cook up the other side. I wish you could smell these delicious berries, guys. Oh my goodness, they smell heavenly. Okay. So look, absolutely perfect, guys. There's 2 pancakes, and we're gonna keep making pancakes. I am going to add a little bit more butter. I'm gonna turn my pan down because for some reason, I always have to adjust my pan. Do you guys always have to adjust your pan? I always do. So I'm gonna try to make some smaller pancakes here, so I can make a few of them. So just a wheat pancake, yes, it's good for you, but it's not going to taste very good. But since you add the sourdough component to it, it just makes it taste so good. And then adding that baking soda gives it that lighter, I mean, look here, guys. I mean, it's a soft pancake, and it's just absolutely delicious. Sometimes I take chocolate chips and put in there. Sometimes I take blueberries and put in there. You can do whatever you would like to do. Get my little meat masher out of here. See if I can break up some of those bigger berries. I'm gonna go ahead and get my sweetener. Guys, I'm just gonna use my stevia. It doesn't take hardly any at all. I mean, you couldn't even really see how much that is, but that's just powder on the top, basically. We'll set that to the side in case we need more. We'll add some vanilla. Now our little pancakes are ready to flip. So you guys, I'm so glad I adjusted my stove, because if I wouldn't have, I would have burnt pancakes right now. Just for some reason, it takes a lot to get that first pancake the right temperature, but then after that it wants to burn on me, and so I have to watch it. But that's with any pancakes, guys. I mean, that's not just sourdough, that's just with any pancakes. Okay guys, our pancakes are done. Of course, we gotta put some butter on there because, why not? Butter makes everything better. Let that kind of start to melt. So delicious, guys. And then I'm gonna take, to me, the star of the show. I'm just going to pour it over the top. Oh my goodness, guys, look how pretty. Look at that butter starting to melt. My goodness, I love this sauce. Now, if you want to, you can take some of your sugar-free syrup, or you can take some maple syrup and drizzle it over the tops. Look at that, guys. That does not look like diet food, does it? Oh my goodness. I cannot wait till you can do this. We're going to try to take this delicious sourdough pancake stack here. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I have not had that in so long. It's a big bite, guys. I'm going in. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my goodness, it has been so long since I had sourdough pancakes, and oh, so good, guys. I will link this recipe. All you need is a sourdough starter in order to make this, and you will not regret it. It is great. You want to make it for your family in the morning, for Thanksgiving morning. That would be a delicious breakfast. Highly, highly recommend. And if you want to, just because we're having fun here, right? Add a little bit of whipped cream, because, you know, why not? So, okay, guys, so that wraps up the end of this video. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I made these sourdough pancakes. I hope that you try them. They are so, so good and good for you. So if you enjoyed this video, here's another one that you can watch until my next upload. All right, I'll see you later.